folks, we are back in for round 2 of Call of the Wild the Angler. I'm back from cutting wood for now. Got the battery back on charge and go back after it charges up again. But see if we can't go into Spain, activate our dailies and get those knocked out. See what it is we want to pick first. Actually, wait till we get in here. I'm going to check out the Apex Connect, see if anybody else is, some of my new friends we've met in the past couple of weeks are online. We'll join on them. Hopefully somebody's in Aguas Claras. I just put a piece of the wood that I just cut. There's something very refreshing and satisfying about finding the perfect firewood in the woods, which is usually standing dead, by the way. But finding the perfect firewood in the woods and bringing a piece back and sticking it in the fire, and it's so perfect that the fire just takes off again without any assistance whatsoever. I just found a whole bunch of perfect wood. And as long as I get it now before we get any more rain or snow or any kind of weather on it, I'm going to be good to go for the rest of the season. So, alright, so what we got here? Oh yeah, we're definitely doing the pumpkin seed, because we know the spot. That is tempting there, Mr. Roach. That is tempting. We'll take the easy road. That's right, I said that. Alright, let's go to my pumpkin speed spot. My favoriteest little spot. Although now that we selected it, it's going to be hard to catch them. I only need 6, and I know how to separate them from the bass. Same way as with the bullheads, marshmallow and bread. Phew, man, my arm is feeling it. I had a piece almost get away from me. It was about to fall on my leg and foot. And I was holding the saw in one hand and tried to catch that log with the other. And I did, and diverted it. But it felt like I pulled my bicep or something when I did so. My shoulder was already messed up. I ain't doing myself any favors. We'll be alright. Rub some dirt on it. You'll be alright. Eyes are coming. Eyes are coming. Just hang on there, pumpkin speed. Eyes are coming. My favorite spot in the whole map for them. Oops, I missed it. There we go. Oh, we're already set up. How about that? That's a perfect early morning. Might be a little early. They'll be biting soon. Might get a couple bronze in the meantime. Hungry little babies. Man, part of me wants to take these boots back off, but then I don't feel like tying them up later, but I'm taking them off. Don't need them on while I'm just sitting there. Feel like they weigh 20 pounds each. Doing the flex routes, I've been wearing like comp toe tennis shoes and stuff, you know, safety toe tennis shoes. I ain't worn my boots in months. They feel heavy. Feel very heavy comparatively. I didn't remember them being that heavy. But I'll tell you what, it felt a lot better in the woods on the side of that hill having that ankle support, because I wore the comp toe safety shoes last week when I went and cut wood, and I did not feel it at the time, but evidently I like wrenched or sprained my ankle, because later when I got back I was on flat ground and it's like I couldn't even hardly walk on my right ankle. I was like, what the frick did I do, man? I guess being on that angle on the hill I tweaked something. But usually when you sprain your ankle you feel it right then, you know, you don't feel it later after you get on flat ground. I don't know what I did. Thankfully, when I went to bed that night and woke up the next morning, it was gone. So, but I wore the boots this time to have better support on that steep slope. Between getting warm from going out and working and the wood stove catching back up from, you know, overnight, it is feeling hot in here. I'm not complaining though. It's 27 degrees outside still, so the fact that it feels hot in here is a blessing. And unfortunately, at the moment anyway, there's still no routes today. Hopefully around noon like yesterday or 12:30 they'll drop a whole bunch of them for the afternoon. Got to make some money, 'cause it ain't funny. I'm like a Pooh Bear with no honey. And I ain't getting on no government tip. I ain't applying for food stamps, and man, screw that. I work for a living. I will find work. I'm just having trouble at the moment finding work, which has never really been a problem. It's a weird economy and market right now. Especially if you're, I'm just going to say it, a straight white guy. I don't know when that became a crime to be that, but it seems to be anymore. What the frick did I do? So who's in here? Wildcat again or Runkabus? Who's visiting with me, if you don't mind me asking? That's the one thing I don't like about Twitch, is it doesn't actually, well, it shows members, but it's everyone who's ever been to the channel, and it doesn't even show who the active ones in there at the moment are. I was like, that's about counterintuitive. It's like, I don't even know who I'm talking to unless they say something to me. Unless I just haven't figured out the place, because I am like a stream noob. They didn't have streaming back when we were gaming full-time as a clan for 14 to 16 years. There was no such thing as that. You made little movies with Windows Movie Maker and then uploaded them, but that's about it. That's about it. And there wasn't no Discord. It was TeamSpeak. I had my own dedicated TeamSpeak server. I come back and everything changed. Somebody was like, yeah, you got to use Discord. I was like, Discord? That doesn't sound very nice. It doesn't sound like a place you want to conversate where people are so in Discord. Yeah, I know bass. That's why I got bread on there. Well, the fact that the bass are starting to move is a good sign. Yep, almost 6 o'clock. Let's try a different spot. See if we can bring them out the weeds. Abby, get up there with Bubby. Now stop it. You just came in. I'm not playing that with you. Don't try to bully me around, dog. And you know why your brain does that. Good girl. Actually, I do know why her brain does that. They hear something outside and she thinks she has to go investigate. But no, you do not. I can see you on the cameras, honey. Ain't nothing out there. Yawn. This is what I hate the most about this game. This is just the most prime pumpkin seed spot when you're just fishing. But if you gotta catch them for a challenge, it's not just here. Anywhere you go, they're gonna make it just stupid. A big waste of your life and time. I'm trying to decide when I get done with the challenges if I want to go grind for pikes in Norway, lake trout in Golden Ridge, or carp in Spain. I might do lake trout and golden rose. I haven't done that in a while. Well, I did last week one day. Pulled up 4 golds in a row that consistently got bigger. It was like 31, 36, 37, 39 pounds. Banking like 12 to 15K each fish. That's good points right there. A couple of them were like 17 and 18,000 points. Other bigger golds. Come on there, pumpkin speeds. Shouldn't be this hard. Never is. 6 o'clock. The dinner or the breakfast bell was ringing. Hi, baby girl. You are good, good. Yes, you are good, good. A little bit bossy, but other than that, you are good, good. No! Just said no. We're not doing that. Finally. And there's definitely a pumpkin seed, unless it's a tench. I have caught 2 juvenile tench in here, but the bass that are in here do not touch the marshmallow or the bread. That's why I use it. Yep, pumpkin seed. Not bad either. 5 more. 1 down, 5 to go. Finally triggered them to bite. It should go a little bit quicker now. Should. But again, we're in a competition or a challenge, so maybe not. Golly, that's yucky. There's some yucky stuff in your eyes, baby. Good grief. Ugh. What's up with that? Here comes one. Halfway there on them. Alright, let's go to the 9 hooks so we're knocking out the silvers as well. realize we probably just reset our bite timer again by changing hook size, but that's alright. I'd rather be knocking the any weight silver and pumpkin seed out at the same time. Fish smarter, not harder. Four or six. I think 2 or 10 on the silver or better. Yep. Mm-mm. Well, I see you. Wait, a bronze can still hit the 9? Man, I've never had that happen in here. Alright. 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 You gonna play like that? I'm not here for bronze. You dirty heifers. We definitely gonna be waiting a little longer with the 8 hook, but I don't care. Not in a hurry. Well, we just need one more pumpkin seed, I think. Yep, 5 or 6, but 8 more silvers. Not quite halfway there on poundage. So, oh, wow. I looked up a minute ago, there were 6 people in here. I look up again, there's 2. I was going to say, anybody who's in here who has the game, As soon as I finish these Spain challenges for the day, which are all 3 maps daily challenges till 10 p.m. this evening, wanted to see if anybody wanted to go in Golden Ridge and troll the deep waters for some lake trout with me. That is good fun and darn good XP. You take a jig head and a yellow shad in there. Good stuff. I'll show you. To me, it's as fun. That's what I learned to grind for in this game before I ever went and did pike or carp, at the other 2 maps. Oh, getting a bite on the 8. Oh, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was way too much drag. What in the world do I got on here? Moby pumpkin seed? Man, what is this? Oh. Y'all gonna make me mad. I'm gonna put that 33-pound line back out in the water. But I don't have to be nice and play like this. I was just being sporty because they're little fish. I don't know what in the world I got on here. The biggest fish I've seen in here are the largemouth bass, and they're only silvers. Fish got away. How did the fish get away? I was reeling. What the frick just happened, man? I was reeling the fish in. It's not like there wasn't tension on it. What the frick just happened? Is that you? You don't eat bread. It couldn't have been you. They do not eat bread. The only other thing that is in here is tench. Do they eat bread? Yes. So maybe there is a big tench. I've caught 2 tiny juvenile tench in here on the 10 and 9 hooks. But maybe there is a bigger one. It had to be something like that the way it was pulling. That was rough. Make me want to put the... You know what? I'm doing it. I don't even feel bad. Give you something else. Here, you could have a big old 2 hook. Come here. You mess around with me, I'll go right back over there. Bite it again, I dare you. I'll jerk the teeth right out your mouth with these 33-pound lines. Come on, bite it again. I dare you. You'll be gumming everything for the rest of your life if I do decide to throw you back and not fillet you right here. Filet-o-fish. That was just dirty. That's the only thing I can figure it could be was a tench. Like I said, the only 2 species I saw in here for the longest time was the pumpkin seed and the largemouth. And you could separate the largemouth by using the bread and marshmallow. And then all of a sudden, I'm up here with Tartarus last week, and I catch in the same, either the same day or one day, and then the very next day, I catch a juvenile tench out of here. And I was like, I didn't even know they were in here. But that's the biggest I'd seen of them in here. But maybe it spawned a huge gold or diamond. It might not have just been a big silver. Who knows on 1.1 pound line. Because I'm telling you, in this map, I almost lost my stuff doing the fishing challenges. That's one thing you had to do was catch a gold tench on 1.1 pound line. And look, that son of a gun was, Nah, that's not the one I caught. I've caught that since. It was 6 point something. 6 point some pounds on 1.1 pound line. It was like 6.92 or something. I was like, that is just ridiculous. And they pull like a freaking tank, man. Well, whatever this is, it could be Moby freaking catfish, and I got enough line that I ain't worried about it. But it should be a pumpkin seed. It looks like it. It should be a good pumpkin seed, too, on the 8 hook. Yep. Goes towards the silvers. And it's the last pumpkin seed we need, but we're going to keep on going, because they're biting now. Then we'll go troll the deep waters for some lake trout. I want that tench or whatever it was to grab hold of that again. Might figure out what it is they like and put that on there. Redworm leeches, okay. Bloodworm, pearl barley. That's all my, and bread and dough. That's my top water stuff. I have to get that thing out of this little pond so we don't snag him on the 1.1 again, because I like fishing with that here. It's just a little more sportsmanlike, kind of like with the Europeans and Alpines in that waterfall section. I use the tiny line because they're tiny fish. But if you're going to go and throw a freaking whale on there, I'm going to throw whale line out. Or whale proof line. Yeah, you don't want none of that now, do you? I detect ship rope in the water. It would be almost like ship rope comparatively. 33-pound line to those tiny little fish. I really had never caught a bronze pumpkin seed on the 9 in here. That's what I normally do, is prime the water by catching the bronze on the 10 and then switch to the 9 and catch silver, gold, and diamond up in here. That was a decent one. Go eat that bait, buddy. Or did I already catch you? It's only 6:40 in the morning. Bring it out a little deeper. Oh, good grief. Yep, we're going back to the 9 hook. I don't feel like sitting here this long. We'll just catch bronze till we catch enough silvers. That's annoying. We're done with the pumpkin seed challenge, so it shouldn't be, as difficult to catch them. It won't be now with the smaller hook. It is still pretty early morning, too. There are sun-loving fish, and the sun's only barely lighting the sky. It's probably why we're catching so many bronze, as I was saying earlier. The little ones are all hungry first. The big ones know when to do it. Come on, Tench. I want you to bite again. Or whatever the frick that was. Had that drag on that all morning, catching bullheads and them pumpkin seeds when we got here, and then all of a sudden it's like it was about to snap. Barely get it turned down in time. I still don't understand the fish got away thing, though, because I was reeling. It's not like I just let off and it, had its way with the line or something. That don't make any sense. That's the first time that's happened. I caught one of the 2 diamonds that I caught first out of here right by that stump sticking out the water there. The other one was at the other end of the pond behind me. That ain't no diamond, though. Even on the 33, you can tell by the size of the red sliver. Ooh. What was that? Oh, the rock almost got us. Almost got us. Yeah, when I caught it by that stump, I was standing on the other side of it, over there on the bank, so. little bit better of a sliver. Might be a silver. Or else it's just a bronze pulling pretty hard. You can see a noticeable difference in the red consistently also. Still probably just a bigger bronze, I bet. Hopefully I'll be surprised. Yeah, I see you, Bass. Yep, bronze. It's a LeBron's, James. A LeBron. Yeah, most people, including me, when I first was discovering this map, I ran up to this pond, saw all these weeds, was like, meh. It wasn't a hidden body of water, so meh. And kept on going, discovering the map. Little did I know, it's worth coming up in these weeds. That's a silver, or better. I would be very surprised if it isn't. But I think it is. Oh yeah, definitely. Notice will be bigger. Oh wow, it is a bigger one. It's 0.1 pound bigger because the other one was 0.41, but I was wrong. It's a LeBron. Got dirty heifers. How did I miss water? I did the short cast. I was full of crap as a Christmas turkey. Oh my God. Let me cast. I bet if I go and stand on the bank and turn out and cast right there, I can cast in those weeds because I have. Just standing here for some reason I can't. Good to know. Four of 10. Wait, and we still. Whoa. Nice try. Yeah, it's a bronze. That's what I was going to see. Is we still aren't at 6.61 pounds yet. Ah, that's funny. I love it. Oh, what are you doing to me? Did they change something? They did. I stood right there and cast in these weeds before and got a diamond. Dirty, dirty heifers. They've changed some kind of proximity to casting there. Either that or the pond level is going down. Draining. let's change up our way of thinking. We know that most of these largemouth in here are silvers, and I skip using the eggs because I don't want to catch them. Let's just catch them. Or even the bloodworm would work. I think my hook size is only good as bronzes, though. I might want to go bigger. Let me go to my little perch here. Uh-huh. When I'm in here fishing for pumpkin seed with eggs, I can't get the bass to leave this thing alone. It might just be that initial bite, though, from changing bait. Gotta wait. Gotta wait. Change the bait. Tensions like eggs. No. I want that daggone tench that was on our 1.1. Had to be. It could have spawned something else in here, like, because in Norway earlier when we were fishing for the Alpine and European bullhead, it's usually just those two and graylings in that little waterfall, and I saw a pike in there. I've never seen a pike in that waterfall before. So maybe it spawned something else, who knows, but whatever. Oh, there we go. Whatever it was too big for our line. It's a pumpkin speed. Possibly a silver. Probably a gold. I mean a bronze. Yeah, I wish it was a gold. Oh, thank you, Lord. It was a silver. Now we're at 5 of 10, halfway there. Let's take a little bit bigger hook, though. I know it's going to rule the pumpkin speeds out, but... Oh, we were still on a 9. Good grief. We'll just go to 8. That way they can still bite it, too. And we'll... Wait a minute. Do they eat bloodworm? Yes, preferably. Okay. Maybe it was bloodworm I wasn't using instead of eggs because of the bass, but... Alright. We shall do that. almost too much of a glare zoomed in. It's annoying. I got blue blocks glasses on too. It's still annoying. Yeah, your little juvenile. That's probably a juvenile pumpkin seed there. He looked pretty. That's not the same one, but the other one looked pretty tiny. Come on, bass. Come on, something silver or better. Times 5. Well, I gotta do go in my menu again to trigger a bite. We can do that. Let's see. Look at my pretty fish. Oh, such pretty fish. Aren't they pretty? Pretty fish. No, didn't work. Come on, trigger that initial bite so we can get some more. Hate changing bait and hook size just for that, because you gotta wait again. It's like it resets some kind of timer. We've seen some nice bass swimming in here. Alright, other end of the pond. Finally, the sun's coming up. There we go. Hopefully a silver pumpkin seed that looks like, whoa, get off the rock. Saw that meter jump up like that. He was about to dash it on that rock, I think. Looks like a bronze, but it was silver. Thank you, Lord. 4 more. Wait, what did I get? Oh, the weight. That's what it was. 6.61 pounds. funny, I normally have to leave these baits alone, you know, just to single the pumpkin seed out from the bass. Now we ain't caught a bass yet with the bloodworm, which is their preferred bait. We could probably go to the 7-hook and bloodworm, which would weed out the pumpkin seed except for golden diamond, and start catching the largemouth. But I kind of like the idea of the 8 so that we're still catching silver pumpkin seeds and possibly silver largemouth. How about something bite? That works for me. I want that big tench again, whatever it was. We don't have 1.1 pound line this time, buddy. So they do eat bloodworm too. Good. I was just getting ready to say, man, that cordless chainsaw battery is still charging because I can hear the fan, and then it just shut off. So I could go cut another round of wood. Also need to keep checking for routes. Still nothing. Instead of Amazon, I'm going to have to start calling it Famenzon. Somebody didn't like that, they left. I ain't saying nothing wrong. I do route deliveries for Amazon. If there ain't no freaking routes, what do you want me to call it? Famenzon. I'm practically in a famine here. If that hurts your feelings, then maybe don't wear them on your shoulders. I'm just speaking truth. Not trying to be ugly. I'm trying to find a new gig, because that was a really good thing for a really long time, and now it's just not. Very, very, very unreliable at the moment. But just back before Christmas, between like Thanksgiving and Christmas, I was making about $200 a day in about 4.5 hours. So, like I said, sometimes it's a very lucrative thing. Just not now. Mm. I'm about ready to go fish for some pike or something, man. Or wait a minute, we're in Spain. We could go get some carps pretty easy. Knock these last silvers out or something. This is getting boring. I don't even know what's out here. Let's start with cheese. Oh, and what hook? I'd rather have like a two. Wait a minute, that's on you. Actually, yeah, I did see a 2-aught. Just noticed the drag was on 20. I'm gonna want a whole lot more than that. Thought that was a burbo at first. Right, not working here. Where's the dam? We need 3 or 4? 4. Run, Chubby, run! Run some of that fat off, fat boy. Whoa, get up on there. There we go. I like suspending it here, about 10 or so feet off the bottom. That is usually at nighttime, though. We'll let it sink. Screw it. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. You're exactly right, Runkabus. Or when you've only just got a couple more to get, and all of a sudden everything stops biting. Everything. You're even the extra fish that you weren't even fishing for. It's like, really? What the frick? Alright. Let's see what we got here. Mm, something with some tug. But that's what we came for. So let's go up to 85 then. Still yanking. Look at him still yanking line. Like, yeah, I ain't worried about your 85 drag or your 60-pound line. I'm about to have my way with your line. He just don't realize who he's messing with. I'm gonna wear this fish down. He's gonna lose 4 pounds just in the fight. All that workout. I'm liable to drag in a dead fish, make him have a stroke. And he didn't like the sound of that. Yeah, you getting tired now. He's like, who? Who getting tired? Now he is, though. You can tell he ain't putting as much red on it. It's a lot, mostly gray. Could be a decent fish, though. Last time I did this just fishing for silvers, I got that diamond common carp. It was like, cool. I wasn't even trying to do that. Literally put a hook on for silvers and got a diamond. I've been doing that with most of the diamonds I've got. Fishing with silver or gold hook and catching diamonds. It's like, something changed. Yeah, you're starting to get a second wind. I'm gonna take that breath right out of you too. I see your little bubbles out there already. Either that or he's training so hard he fish farted. Yeah. Come on. Gonna get another second wind here, or third wind, I guess, in a minute. Starting to get stronger. Yeah. Come on, now you coming in. Gold. We'll take it. 15,797 points. Yes, sir. How you do it? 3 more. I knew it was better than silver for darn sure. You could tell. He was stripping 60-pound line on 80 and 90-pound drag like it was nothing. I was like, what do I got? El Matador on here? Wow, already. Now that's probably a silver. I haven't even had the pump and he's barely taking line. That's good though. That's all we really need is silvers. So come on in. Let's wear your little self down. Bump it up to 90. Yeah, see, even when he gives full strength, it only goes to 9 o'clock and it's pink and not red, so we're right where we need to be. I'd always rather be in the pink than the red. Corvette, that is. I'd rather be in Barbie's pink Corvette than... than Ken's red Ferrari. Come on, little fish. Admire your fate. Hmm. I definitely didn't think that was going to be a gold. Well, you shall take it. Two more. A lot easier than waiting around on those pumpkin peas and bass. The carp are pretty much guaranteed to hit that cheese. Day or night. And the mirrors on the boilies usually. Sometimes it's the other way around. Getting close to 70. Man, I almost jerked the rod when I heard that. I did. That would have been either the fourth or fifth time today that I pre-jerculated. I'm so glad I didn't do that again. Now this one's going to be a gold. I can't even budge him. Possibly even diamond, but I doubt it. Watch, it'll be like a bronzer or silver. But by the weight meter, it's doing exactly what the other golds were doing. A little more than the last one, actually. Dang, he just don't want to come. Half calf? You mean decaf? Or half caffeine? If anything, I'm thinking twice the caffeine so that my head wakes up. Or stop hitting the room moisturizer, as I call it. That might have something to do with it, slightly. Just a little bit. Possibly. Can't say for sure. Man, these things are like trying to catch a freaking cinder block off the bottom or something. Or maybe two. Even if it ain't gold, I know it'll at least be silver, and that's all we need. So that one and one more. try though. Guess I gotta keep tension on the rod back. Alright. Nice. Golden. Man, looks like the same one. 36 something. Did you hit my bait again, you dumb fish? He's like, ooh, jeez. He forgot all about the pain in his lip and the piercing he just got 2 minutes before that. Freaking Homer Simpson fish. Ooh, jeez. Yeah. I'll tell you what else is like that, man, is when I was doing the Marine Corps project trips and the Coast Guard project trips, we were doing a lot of pier fishing. And, man, if you ain't ever caught a ray of any sort, a stingray of any sort, good grief, man. Or even like a flounder. Flounders are the same way, man. They are hard to pull off the bottom, man, when they determine they don't want to. They flatten out, and I'm going to tell you what, it's like literally pulling cinder blocks up. It'll test your gear and your actual physical strength. Caught a couple squid and even a baby octopus. I couldn't believe that. I got pictures of that somewhere. That was in Sneed's Ferry, North Carolina. Caught like probably 4 squid, but that octopus was really cool. And he inked all over the dock when I was trying to figure out how to get the freaking hook out of that thing, because I've never caught an octopus, man. I didn't even know where his mouth was. I ended up just cutting the line, man, and using my foot to kick it back in. It grabbed a hold of my boot and wouldn't let go. But, yeah, I know that in the salt water, you know, it'd be better, rather than damaging something in his mouth or internally, it would be better just to cut the line and let the hook rot in the salt water, seriously. I'd never caught an octopus. I did not know how to get that hook out of there. I was just amazed that it even bit my bait. I was like, what the frick, man? A freaking octopus? Really? Caught a couple little, I think they called them sand sharks, and a couple little, what do they say, black tip or something like that. I'm not real familiar with saltwater fishing, man. I'm a freshwater person. Country boy. I grew up on the river. Same river I live on now. Yeah, that's what I figured, man. And it was already bleeding, you know, from wherever, because I'm telling you, I really wasn't even sure that I was still looking at the mouth. It looked like the line was just tucked up under him, you know, where he was cinching or squeezing together. I couldn't tell if that was even his mouth. I was like, I'm just going to cut this, man, because this thing's already bleeding and I don't want to kill it, you know. One of the girls on our trip, she went up to the dock, because earlier at the bait shop, there was a fish and game officer, and she was going to go ask, and he was gone. The people at the bait shop were like, acted like, I don't know, I've never caught an octopus. I was like, man, these freaking people live down here. Anyway, best thing, of course, of action was to cut the line. That's what we did. But when I went to kick it in and it grabbed my boot, I was like, oh, freaking great, man. I'm like trying to use the bottom rail of the railing of the dock or the pier to rake it off of my boot to get it to let go, and it finally did, and just boom, went back in the water. But I was like, man, that is something that if, you know, you didn't have several people with you, most people would be like, that's a heck of a fish story, bro. And like I said, I don't have pictures of it on my boot, but I have pictures of it on the dock, like after it inked all over the dock. That was crazy. That was a nasty looking dye, too. Pretty cool defense mechanism, though. Alright, we should be done here. Oh, look at that, a gold mirror carp. Sweet. What a way to end it. I think I'm going to go to Golden Ridge and do some lake trout trolling. They're not quite as tanky to pull off the bottom, but they're definitely just as fun. And they pay pretty much same points. It's also not as long of a wait because you're using a jig, so you're just constantly casting and reeling and casting and reeling. So, all right, let's go get set up for that. Be right back in just a minute. I'm gonna start some food. Flies again are starting to include air fryer instructions because there's kind of guesswork before before they were including it. I got really good with those breaded chicken tenders from that Mennonite store. It's all locally grown chickens from chicken farms and homemade breading and all that, so they're pre-browned, but very good quality meat. And when you cook it in that air fryer, oh my gosh, it's like better than you can get at any restaurant, I can tell you that. Not greasy because it's in the air fryer. Perfectly crisp on the outside and juicy tender on the inside. All right. The only reason I take a 3 is because that one shad only fits on that. Yeah, the Hook Max 3. Why do I have 2 of those? Alright. Anyway. Golden. Oh, no, I'm not. The other thing I wanted to do. Although that's not going to make a difference until I buy the rod. put that away. I got that true mediator now, but I don't think it's gonna make a difference because that Guerrier I have now still only holds 55. So, but the reel might have, you know, better torque for catching bigger fish. In the meantime, boy, we are so close to rank 70. We almost did it on the end of that challenge. Catch one more fish, and we're about probably gonna do it. All right, so I like going to this lake. Is a good one on this long, deep part, and then down here in this lake too. Let's go to the long one first. Oh, full stomach. Yep, that's my 12 o'clock check for route. Let me do that. That way I'm being diligent and making sure they didn't drop them, because they did that yesterday. And nothing still. But it was like this yesterday. At 12 I checked, and then I looked again at 12:30, and there were like 11 or 12 routes. I was like, let me get one. And thankfully I did. So I don't know why they're dropping stuff like that, but you got to be diligent about checking if you want to actually make some money. And because I ain't a freaking loaf-tard, I prefer to be, I need a purpose. Not just playing video games all the time. I need something to do. That's why I keep going and cutting wood in between, because I get bored pretty quick with it, just sitting static like that. I think the deep spot's actually right by that monitor. Yep. Oh. We'll start with that one. Oh, you big dummy. That's why I can't jig, because I'm still holding the bottom rig. I'm like, why can't I jig? I like to jig it on the way down. I have caught him like this, too. It's like, strike. It's like, whoa. Man, that was quick on those shrimp. They're done already. But they're going to need to cool anyway. hate getting stuck in that view. I might have to go to a bigger one. Bigger hook, that is. Ain't bad, though. 101. Yeah, we definitely going bigger. We going bigger. We going bigger. Well, there we go. I was right, one fish. And we leveled up. You stupid thing. Be right back while that's on the long, slow sink. That's weird. I need to show that to the grocery store. There was like some kind of rigid piece of thin white plastic in that package of shrimp. Thankfully it didn't melt in the air fryer, but it's like, what the frick? Where did that come from? In Spain or Norway, man, that foit, which is the #1 swim bait. Once I did the challenge after finding it, man, I use that thing all the time. That thing catches me some nice bites, seriously. Golds and silvers, just one right after the other. Are you in Spain? Didn't get our gold. Sometimes you don't even have to jig. You can just cast and reel it slow. Man, it's some good little shrimp. You can't beat that deal. It's some little, I don't know, about 16, 20 piece of breaded shrimp in a little box for 99 cents at that Mennonite store. Those are good. They taste as good as the Sea Pack or Van Camps or anything like that, if not better. Well, if you answered whether you were at Spain or Norway, I never saw, bro. Oh, U.S. map, so the Golden Ridge. Yeah, you got to use smaller swim bait here, because the pike are way smaller. So, like, probably 6, 7, and 8, maybe I would try first. What have you been using for swim bait? No problem. I knew you said you had to go to work. Four to 5. Yeah, I would try 6, 7, and 8 swim bait. That's why I'm just was going to the Diamond Peak thing to grab some just to see if I can tell you definitively what's working here. I'm done with the challenges anyway, so. Hmm. 6 is the smallest, I guess. I could have sworn there were smaller ones. I have 2 6s, but hmm. Well, again, bro, I've been having better luck just not trying for the diamonds, like using the one for the silver and catching like, 6 or 7 silver and then bam, diamond, or bam, 2 gold, just, it seems to be spawning them like that. For me, anyway, better. I'm going to go try it, though, with these 6s. I haven't loaded to anybody yet. There's nobody in here for me. Nope. I hear you. I do usually twitch it, but that's in Spain. I'm not sure about here. I'm going to try everything. The other thing I do is reel on 3 times speed from wherever it landed till I get just under 60, like around 57 to 55, and then I click down the 2 time. And in Spain, that almost triggers the bite. Oh, I didn't even need to. It's got a bite on a 6 swim bait with just twitching. Don't know what it is yet. That's a pike. So you might just need to go on down to that 6 size for here. But that's a bronze, though, man. They should be hitting the 5. It might just be that color of it. I have 2 6s, and I picked the little smaller looking silver one of it, and it hit it on the first try, just twitching on 3 speed. Got another one on. I think the 2 6s I have, one of them you buy at the bait store, the other one it's something you unlock or earn either on a mission or on rank or something. I don't know. I'm going to try the 5. It is a different color, though. And yeah, it looks like that's for, well, it is kind of yellow, like a yellow perch here. I was going to say the European perch in Norway, but... And I know that pike like eating perch. For real. Oh, yep. Yeah, if you're just skimming along the top, they probably won't hit it. It is a swim bait. It needs to be down in the water. See if the 5 won't get something bigger. It might not because of the color of it, seriously. That little silver one looks like a shad. This 5 looks like a perch because it's yellow and green. And we know how much the pike love the little silver shad minnows when you just use regular bait. So it might be something like that, the color. rather than the size. I'm going to try the other 6. It's kind of silver, but it's not as silver as the littler looking 6. But I got absolutely nothing on the 5 either. It's kind of like the crankbaits, man. I noticed that the tinier crankbaits, that little red one, I think it's a 7 or it might even be the 10 or 9. But whatever that little red one is, that's the only one I could get the largemouth and smallmouth to strike in this map. Is that little teeny one that was red. I was like, that's weird. But I wondered if it was because of the color. You know, it's like the color of a crawdad. Which I've said all along is I can't believe they don't have crawdads in here for bait, man. That's like a bass is one of their favorite things. So I got nothing on the other 6 either. If I do again, I'm going to go back to the other littler looking one, and I bet we get bites again. And that's going to be the answer. Got to be that one. And just catch them till you get a gold or bronze, or diamond, I mean. Because it caught me 2 bronze straight in a row each cast. I bet it go. Yeah, nothing again. Now, just for science, let's go back to the one we did catch them on. See if I don't get one right on the very first cast again. Little racist fish, they'll only hit a certain color. Alright, here it goes. Well, I didn't that time. Oh, my bad. Yes, I did. Right at the end, but yes, I did. So it's 3 for 3. That little teeny tiny 6. It looks like that. It's just a dinky thing. It looks like it should be like a 9 or 10 or something compared to the other 6, man. When you look at it, that's the other 6. Look at that thing. Anyway, 3 for 3 now. Just twitching on 3 speed. I've caught a bronze pike. What does the hook chart say that the diamond size in here is for northern pike and muskie? 3, 4, and 5 like you were using, or even bigger? Because it might even be something like that. Like the bronze, you'll catch them on this tiniest 6. The silvers you'll catch on the 3 that's a certain color, because I think I got 2 different 3s also. And then the diamonds and golds have to be on a 1 or 1 or something. I'm going to test that in a minute too, if we keep catching bronze on this. Okay, that's what I thought. It might be like a huge skip between hook sizes on the swim bait for, well, okay, we're 3 for 4 now with the little one. First 3 casts caught a fish, the 4th one did not. But I am wondering, if I catch one more bronze, I'm going to go back to the bait shop and I'm going to get, let's see, you said you were using 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to get both of my 3s, because I might have a different 3 than you, just like this 6 has 2 different ones. And then I'm going to get like a 1 and a 1/0, and probably a 2, just maybe even 2/0. If they go that big, I don't remember. I think they do. I think I got 2 and 3/0, maybe even a 4. But I don't know that the pike in this map get that big, or the muskie. When you look at my gold and the weight of it in here, and then look at my gold and the weight of it in Spain or Norway, it's a huge difference. Like the golds in here are bronzes in those maps. Seriously. Alright, so now we're 4 for 5. And it's a bronze. Alright, so I'm going to the bait shop. We're going to throw the other 6 and 5 back in there and grab some different sizes. For science! Listen to this bimbo again. Blabbermouth. Oops. Alright, so time says 1 to 4/0 on both pike and muskie. Okay, I'll take them. That's a 4/0, and it's silver. We're going to test that also, because they don't seem to like the yellow ones. They really don't. And we're going to take Floyd, the number 1. I'm telling you, that one does me good usually. 5, 6, 3. Wait a minute. That's 1 3. Yeah, see, I've got a yellow 3 and a silver 3. I'm going to take the smaller silver 3. Is yours the yellow one, the 3 that you were using, or the smaller silver one? 2/0. And a 1. We'll take the other 3 just in case you were using the silver. Okay, that's a 1/0 also, but it's yellow, and that's a 1/0. A yellow 3/0. Alright, and these are all the littler ones. Alright. Science! The world must know. Been throwing different colors? Okay, I got you. Well, we know of the 6s, the teeniest dinky looking one that was more silver is 4 for 5 cast caught fish. The other one was 0. The 5 was 0. But the 5 is also yellow and green like a perch, which I really would think they would want. Because a yellow perch is a bait that you use for pike and pickerel here in Virginia. Because that's one of their favorite foods. But anyway, not in this map. Alright, so we are going to try. Alright, that's the 6. Where's the dinky 3? There's the dinky 3. See if this gets the silver. We're going to try the same technique, just twitching on 3 speed. See, I would have more aptly believed the 1/0 to 4/0 for diamond on Aguas Claras or Troll Sprit, but man, I can't believe they call for that on Golden Ridge for pike and muskie. They're really not that big. Let's just look. I don't have a diamond of either in this one, but I have a gold that's it's less than 20 pounds, man, the muskie. And the pike is less than 20 pounds. So yeah, that's like a lower end silver or a upper end bronze in Aguas Claras or Troll Sprit. I think I caught a 17-pound bronze in Troll Sprit earlier. That was, it was like 17.67 or something like that, and it was a bronze. They're just a lot bigger there. That's why I would tend to believe the 1/0 to 4/0 in those 2 maps a lot sooner than in here. But they made the game, they put the fish in it, so I guess it's possible. Alright, so we're a big 0 egg so far on the first one. Let's slow it down to 2 times to see if that helps also. Which still looks a little fast. There we go. Alright, we are 0 for 2 on the tiny 3. Oh, my bad. You a silver or still bronze? Oh, silver muskie. Okay, so tiny 3s is for silvers. Tiny 6 for bronze, tiny 3 for silvers. And I say tiny as in there's 2 6s and 2 3s for swim baits, and it's the ones that look smaller than the others, even though they're both the same size. Anyway, we're going to test that again here. And I wonder if that's how you separate the two of them, is the colors. You know, like the tiny 3 is the silver, and which was attracting the pike on the 6, but caught a muskie here. I wonder if the more yellowy perch one will attract the pike. Alright, we're 2 for 3. On catching, anyway. That actually, oh, it's a muskie again. And it's silver again. Alright. Before we move to a bigger hook, let's test the yellow 3. See if we can get a silver pike. I need to start, well, at least I got the streams to go back and look at, but I need to start keeping a journal of this stuff. Which colors and sizes of baits for which fish and sizes, you know, per mat. Anyway, we were 2 for 3 on the silver number 3. This is our first cast with the yellow number 3. I forgot to slow it down. Probably shouldn't even count this one, but it's alright. That one hit it at 26 feet out, so maybe we can still pull it off. Doesn't look like it. Oh, right at the last second again. And it's actually a muskie. So the silver muskies will hit the yellow or silver 3s. Or so yeah, silver ranked muskies will hit the silver 3 or the yellow 3. Alright. Now let's go to a bigger hook. Let's start with Floyd, the number 1. It sucks having to catch the gold rank pike in Norway when you find this lure. But once you've done the mission, man, take it with you every time. Because it is devastating on them, man. They can't leave it alone. And it's gold after gold after gold after gold. And I got my diamond on it. So Floyd's been really good to me. I catch Call Paul on him. I usually use Floyd. I'm not kidding you. We've got 2 different streams of 3 of us friends. Everybody else is like, use this, you know, and we were like, let's use Stallo and Floyd, you know, and Hund, the rod, reel, and lure that you find there in Norway to catch it. Now, I wish you could do that with the ladies' rod and reel in Spain, but you're not going to catch El Matador on that. You might get Alejandro Magno on it. That's actually a good idea. I might try that next time he's active. That time. So we're 1 for 2 on the yellow. Oh no, we switched to a bigger one. That's right. I'm on Floyd. We're 0 for 1. Come on, Floyd. Don't let me down. I was just bragging on you, Floyd. You dirty heifer. I don't like you anymore, Floyd. No, I'm kidding. Just the other ones we caught right in the last few feet, so we still got a chance. Doesn't look good, Floyd. Nope. 0 for 2. Alright, so Floyd is knotted here. You are a 4-aught. We're not going that big yet. 2, 3. Well, there's another one that's silver. We'll try that. Floyd was kind of dark. Oh, 1 for 1 on the silver, number 1. Oh, that's a nice fish. That's a nice muskie, y'all. Gold. So you can get a gold muskie on the number 1 silver. See if we can elicit a bigger one on the same lure. $19.7. So he wasn't the biggest. 1962 was my biggest. He was close. And that's on 1 time speed twitching with the bigger ones. About 1 foot per second, as you notice as I'm reeling. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, 1 for 2 on that one. Got any jobs yet? Frick no. to try 2-ton just to see if they can hit it at that speed. Kind of fast. I mean, they are a fast, aggressive fish, but again, I usually have better luck when I'm reeling fast and then slow it down. That's usually what triggers their attack. Nope. 1 for 3 on those. So now we're 1 for 4 on the number 1. But I would expect that. I mean, it's not going to spawn as many diamonds and golds as it is bronzes and silvers. And I've been told you got to catch like so many silvers before, or better, before it spawns a diamond. So we only caught 2, I think, silver. So it's the smaller 3. But we did catch them on the yellow 3 also. Look, there's a pike right there. he almost went. Oh, I thought he was going for it. We're still further out. Man, that is a gold, though, at least. Starting to fall asleep in my chair here. I was doing this for scientific purposes for someone else. I'm not even sure he's still here. He had to go to work. So we showed the tinier 6 gets bronze, the tinier 3 gets silver. The silver looking one got 1 gold, but I haven't gotten anything since. On a 1-aught, or this is the 4-aught. I'm going to try 2 and 3s. And we'll try the yellow 1-aught first. Yeah, a whole lot of 0 for 1s and 0 for 2s on the one, on the odd size hook so far. We're not catching anything. Caught one gold on a number 1 hook though. Tried 1 out, 2 out, 3 out, and 4 out. Still got a yellow 3 out to try, but. And did I try that? Yeah. Yeah. Just for science purpose, I'm going to put the silver number 1 that we caught the gold on back on, try a couple more times, but then I think I'm done. I mean, I don't need to catch these. I was just trying to figure out what worked for somebody else. Daggone it. Stupid bit defender notification. You can go all the way down to a 1 and you catch a gold on a 1, but then you gotta go to a 3 again to start catching them again. Huh, for some reason Twitch disconnected. Sorry about that. I have no idea why Twitch lost connection for a second there, but anyway, what I was saying was, as you can see, the tinier number 6 gets a bronze, the tinier number 3 gets a silver, the silver number 1 got 1 gold but nothing else. None of the odd hooks got anything, and I just went back to the number 3 hook, tiny one, and caught a fish on the first cast. So almost better just to catch the silvers and randomly catch a gold or diamond with the number 3 smaller silver swim bait. And just twitching on 1 time speed from off the bottom. So far we're 1 for 1 since I put that on. Let's see what we get a bait this time. I see a pike going for it. Possibly. But that was a bronze. He couldn't be. There's a nice one. Holy crap. We're down there for that. Well, 2 for 2. So there you go. If you want to consistently catch the muskie and pike, well, muskie so far over here, go back to the number 3 swim bait, the smaller looking of the 2. Not the yellow one, the smaller silver one. At least in Golden Ridge. This is all for informational purposes for what we're learning in Golden Ridge here. Alright, third cast. Yep, 3 for 3. Well, there you have it, folks. I'm going to call that one that. I think that was pretty good statistical evidence to support what we just tried out on the different sizes and the colors and all that and what it'll catch you. I consistently proved here at Golden Ridge that that's what works. So, now, will it be the same tomorrow? I don't know. We'll have to try again tomorrow and see. Will I remember half this crap? Probably not. That's why it's a good thing I'm streaming. Was I smart enough to write it down? Heck no. Good thing I was streaming. But anyway. I like that he bit so close to the back of the boat it took 6 seconds to catch that fish. That's pretty funny. Alright, folks. Well, I appreciate you joining if you did. I do hope you enjoyed that, and I definitely hope you learned something as far as the swim baits on, I definitely did, on Golden Ridge for pike and muskie, what works. You know, because the hook chart seems to be a little bit off. I think those are, you know, they use like the generic hook chart that they had used for the ones at Aguas Claras and Troll Sprit. Those are a lot bigger pike and pike. So I think you just need to skip, like we've showed, the smallest swim bait are the 6s. There's 2 6s, a tiny looking one, and that's the one that works, and that gets bronze. Then there's 2 3s. The tiny looking silver one is the one that gets silver, as you can see. Then there's a Floyd that you get at Norway, which is a dark gray number 1, and then there's a silver number 1 that you get at the bait shop, and the silver number 1 in here caught 1 goldfish, and we have not caught anything else on the 1s, the 1/0, 2/0, 3/0, or 4/0. Just 1 gold. But you can't expect to throw out every time like this. You know, this was 3 for 3. That's why I would rather just throw the number 3 and catch silvers and randomly catch a gold and diamond. Rather, you know, at least you're catching fish rather than throwing and catching nothing, throwing and catching nothing, throwing and catching nothing, and then every now and then maybe catching a gold or diamond. I'd rather catch fish in the meantime as well. Anyway, but that's just me. But anyway, do hope you enjoyed that. Hope to catch you on the next one. The Virginian out.